Divorced Dad Diaries, day 172. It's Sunday, and I feel like a pie. So, we're hopping over to BP today, not necessarily to get a pie, but to get some petrol. We're there listening to K-pop Demon Hunters, apparently. So, once that was done, it was popping next door to get myself an iced latte, and then it's popping into town into this bakery called Sweet Buns Bakery on Ferry Road. So, I wanted to do something a bit different from the usual, not necessarily going into a sit-down cafe or whatever, but this place, it's a 24-hour bakery here in Christchurch. So I was like, let's see what pies we can get at any time of day. Of course, I've got all your stock standard pies like mince and cheese. I just got a steak and cheese. Their slice section looked really good. I eyed up that lolly cake, but in the end, I actually went for one of their chicken kebabs. The rain is coming in sideways outside. It's not nice out there. So compared to some of the pies I've had in the last few weeks, some of the gourmet pies I've had, I'll set my expectations, I'll temper them a little bit. But man, like, back in the day when I would have been like out drinking at, 3 a.m. in the morning, this sort of place would have been wonderful. So the pie looked pretty good because it had cheese on top. Love a good pie with cheese on top. And I should probably shout out the fact that this is probably one of the cheapest pies that I've got since going on these trips. This was $7, $7.70, I think. But people often comment about the fact that pies around here are like $9, $10 each. So for something to be, under $8, that's pretty cheap. Now, the pie itself, so the pastry was pretty bland, pretty soft, pretty dry. Not really anything to report there. The mince on the inside was solid. The steak pieces were melt in your mouth, which was great. And the cheese sauce, it didn't try to do anything fancy. It just kind of tasted like home, And in the end, I actually quite enjoyed it. It was just a good, solid pie, really. But, it's certainly not gourmet by any means. This is definitely the sort of pie that I would love to smash back at like 2 a.m. in the morning. So, after washing that down with some iced latte, we then move on to the chicken kebab. And seriously, look at the size of this thing. It's probably the biggest chicken kebab I've ever seen from a bakery. The outside was coated in a panko breadcrumb, and the inside was well cooked. It wasn't too dry, and the flavour was so good. Okay, I don't know what they've flavoured this with, but this is phenomenal. It's got there's some heat coming through, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh, I can see it. There's a bit of chilli here, actually. But I can't really put my finger on the rest of the flavour they've got in this. It's almost like they've mixed sweet chilli into the batter or something. I don't know. I can see that there's some herbs and stuff in the batter too. In the crumb, I should say. My God, I'd come back here just for this, honestly. I was actually planning on holding on to it and saving the rest of it for lunch, but I couldn't help it. I just decided to smash it back right then and there. So I've relaxed hard this weekend. That's been my main goal. Relax as much as possible. I know I mentioned it earlier in the week that I'm tired, but I think now that I've had time to think about it, I think it's because I had the flu, followed by the school holidays, followed by daylight savings. So it was just a combination of things over a period of a few weeks that's left me feeling rather tired. So I said I'm just going to do as little as possible. Yesterday, I went and watched my kids for a few hours. My youngest had a birthday party to go to, and their mother had to go along with them. So I thought, okay, well, you can take her. I'll just hang out with the rest of my kids and, father them for a few hours. But I still just stayed in my PJs all day. I shuffled over there in my PJs. And other than doing the bare necessities, I've really just done as little as possible. And it's been so good because today didn't feel like Sunday. It felt like I was waking up on Monday because I'd had so much spare time. And now I get a whole nother day to my weekend. It's great. So I'm going to go and continue to relax. And I will catch you on the flip side.